Hey guys, so today I am wearing my Perfectly Imperfect t-shirt because it is the confidence journey video day. I'm super excited to film this for you. Basically, it's just like a chit-chat psychology vlog about confidence and my personal confidence journey and tips on how you can be confident too. The thing to keep in mind is that confidence and learning to be confident is such a process, and it's definitely something that happens over time, but there are things that you can do to help boost your confidence at any situation or, even temporarily that can turn into permanence. So just keep that in mind. It is a process. It's not something that happens overnight. And also know that you're not alone. Every single person on earth struggles with confidence at some point in their life. I promise you that. Nobody thinks that they're perfect, and nobody should be, and nobody should think that they're perfect, but you can think that you're the best you, and there is nothing wrong with that. So let's get started. So personally, with my confidence journey, I had a lot of help to get there because I had a great support system in my life and people who would tell me I'm beautiful. So I'm very grateful for that. That's helped me a lot in building my confidence. So I do think a lot of it is because of that. I was in a relationship with somebody for 6 years that was amazing. He treated me amazing. He thought I was a princess, thought I should be treated that way, and always told me I was beautiful even with no makeup on at all, and I was sick and nasty looking, and he still thought I was beautiful. So I'm no longer with that person, but he honestly helped me through those 6 years because we started dating junior year of high school, which high school is like the worst possible time to try and build confidence. It really is. It's really hard. But him helping me through that, helping me build confidence, having somebody there really helped me. So, but for now, that's probably not the same journey you guys are going on. A lot of you, I'm sure, don't have many people, if any, telling you that you're beautiful or you're perfect or, whatever, you're smart. Not everybody has that. So I'm hoping I can be that person for you and tell you some things to help you to get that way. So there's a famous quote by the Dalai Lama that I want to start out with by telling you. It says, "With realization of one's own potential and self-confidence in one's own ability, one can build a better world." And I think that's a fabulous way to start out this type of video because building your own inner confidence can change the world. Maybe not everybody's, but at least your world. It changes your perspective on things. Overall, you're a happier person, which can change outcomes of many situations. So it's really important to try and build confidence and try and be confident as much as you can. So let's go ahead and jump right into the tips. Number one, understand that you are not in this world to please anybody else. You are in this world solely for yourself. And I know that sounds really selfish, but honestly, you have to get this mindset. I mean, you don't have to. Not everybody is like this. There are times where it's great to be selfless and help others and, take yourself out of the equation. But ultimately, you are and should be the most important person to yourself. You need to make sure you're whole, you're complete, and you're happy before you can either be somebody's better half, be somebody's best friend, be somebody's parent. I think it's really important that you yourself consider yourself whole and happy before you can be selfless for somebody else. So focus on you. It's okay to be selfish if you're not feeling it. It's okay to take a day, so just be selfish in that regard. Number two is play to your strengths. Realizing, that came out weird, what we're good at can help build our confidence. So focus on things that you think you're good at. Even if you're not a pro or an expert or anything, something sounded like it just broke, doesn't mean you can't think that you are good at it. So, or even if you just love to do it. If you love to draw but you're not that great, keep at it. You can get better. Same with like singing and dancing. That's personally what I like to do. I like to sing and dance even though I can't do either. I like to pretend that I can, and it just makes me feel good. So do something that makes you feel good. Maybe that plays up to your strengths. If you think, you're really intelligent, play up to your strengths, and that'll help you build confidence. For me, my true confidence came from when I realized what I was passionate about and what my purpose in life was going to be. When I realized that I'm not on this earth for nothing, that's when I became truly confident. I could say that there was an actual point in my life where I said, this is what I'm meant to do, and that's when I became so happy. So number three is to find purpose. Once we realize our purpose on earth, it'll help us be happier and more confident in ourselves because we feel like we have a meaning. Feeling like you don't have a meaning, like nobody needs you, things like that can really lower our self-esteem. So for me, studying, can you see this right now? Can you see what the cat is doing? So for me, studying psychology, I just knew that's what I was meant to do. I was meant to help people. Specifically teens is what I want to do as a school psychologist in high school and help people. And I think that gave me so much confidence that I actually have a meaning to other people. So that really helps. Number 4 is situational. So if you feel self-conscious in a situation, I always suggest to reverse the roles. Are you judging them too? Because I guarantee you, they probably don't even care about you or notice you. So if you're feeling like your outfit is weird in a setting or something, people probably don't care that much. I guarantee they honestly don't care if your shoes don't go with your outfit. So, you know, let the little things go and reverse it. Do you really look at them and judge them as hard as you think they're judging you? Probably not. You probably don't care about them as much as you think they care about you, if that makes sense. So I would just let it go. Let other people's thoughts about you go. It doesn't matter. You know, you don't need their opinion, especially if you don't know them. Then they really don't matter. So the only people that should matter are number one, yourself, and 2, friends and family, sure. But even in that case, the only person you should try and please in this world, going back to tip number 1, is yourself. Number 5 is stop the comparison. When you compare yourself to other people, you're competing with them. And life is not a competition. You are you, they are them, and that's how it is. It's not who's better, who's prettier, who's skinnier, who's, you know, smarter. It's not about those things. It's not a competition. Who cares if they have a hot boyfriend and you're single? Like, you'll find somebody, you know, it's not, and you'll find somebody who's better than them. So if you're looking at like other girls, let's say, or other guys if you're a guy watching, or, you know, just in general, if you're looking at them and saying, how come they can get a boyfriend or girlfriend and I can't? Chances are those people that they're attracting probably aren't your type, nor would you want to date them. So if you look at the other person they're with, it's like, you're probably not going to want to be with them. There's going to be somebody out there who's going to like you. So, you know, don't worry about that. But stop comparing, because competing with other people just takes the fun out of life. It's you're your own person, and you should feel confident in who you are and what you do, to the point where it shouldn't matter what they're doing or if they're doing it better than you. You're doing your best, and that's all that matters. Number 6, instead of only viewing your flaws, view your positives. So take note of your strengths and your positive qualities that you love about yourself. Don't just stand in front of the mirror and look at all the negative things about you, you know, things you don't have or you do have that other people don't. Again, that's the comparing. Who cares? You know, like, who cares what other people are or do? They're not you. So, you know, just look at your own positives and own them and be proud of them. And that will really help you. You know, just ignore all your flaws because they ultimately don't matter. You think I care that I have crooked teeth? I don't. You know, everybody's not perfect. Nobody's perfect, obviously. I knew that was going to come out of my mouth at some point during this confidence video, but it's true. But we all have positive qualities. Doesn't make us a perfect human being, but we all have great qualities that we can be proud of. You know, if you're really smart, or you're great at sports, or you love to do something, you're a great artist, something like that. Just especially if they're mental abilities or qualities, not necessarily physical. I know a lot of you are probably looking for advice for physical confidence, being proud of your body. That again is a journey, but also being proud of who you are as you know, person who's in your brain will help you feel confident on the external as well. That's one of my things, is I'm really confident about who I am as a person, and just, you know, my intelligence level and everything. I'm just really confident in that sense. So all the physical flaws that I may have just kind of falls to the wayside, because who I am as a person is so much more important than what you look like. I'm totally diverging on a tangent right now, so let's move on. Number 7 is going to be quite a challenge for some of you, but make others feel good. If you help other people feel confident, it makes you feel better as a person. So instead of putting people down, this is why I say it might be a struggle for some of you, because I know how YouTube is, I know how the internet works. Instead of putting somebody down, why don't you help build them up? It makes them feel good, it makes you feel good. Overall, it's just a positive experience. Why put somebody down, call them fat, ugly, whatever? What that says more about you than it does of them. Like, you know what I mean? So help other people feel confident, pay them a compliment. If you see somebody out and you love what they're wearing, compliment them. I'm sure that they'll be happy about it. Nothing bad can really come from paying somebody a compliment. It's free, it's pain-free most of the time, and it's worth it. Number 8, fake it till you make it. That's kind of obvious. Make sure you smile a lot, keep your head up, keep your posture up. I have horrible posture, but it's not because I'm not confident, it's just how I am. I have really bad posture, but try and keep a good posture, great body language, make eye contact with people because that shows that you're confident. Even if you're not feeling that way, you may feel ashamed or down on yourself maybe. If you lock eyes with somebody, keep eye contact, smile, appear confident, eventually you'll start to believe it. I know that's hard for some people to believe, but it's true. That's kind of what I did too. I pretended like I liked who I was and how I looked the past few years, and eventually it paid off, I think, and in combination with all these other things, it does pay off to fake it, because eventually you'll start to believe it. And just smiling in general makes you feel happier. It releases endorphins in your brain, so it makes you feel good in general, so why not do it? Confidence just means you're comfortable with who you are and you're comfortable being who you are. You're not ashamed of anything about yourself, so it's not necessarily being extroverted, but you're proud of the things you have to say and who you are, so that's what confidence is about. You can be an introvert and be overly confident too, and not overly in a negative way. I mean overly confident in the sense that you're talking to people more because you have things to say and you know that they're valid. Introverts just tend to think about things before they say them. Not saying extroverts just like word vomit. That's not true, but everybody varies. But introverts typically are more in their brain, thinking about what they're gonna say, making sure it's valid, and then saying it. So that's just a known fact. So I'm kind of that way, but just speak up and speak your mind because you are a great person and the confidence should show that. The last thing I want to mention is to not beat yourself up over little things. If you had an awkward conversation or something where you said something stupid, don't beat yourself up over it. I've had so many situations where I'm like, why did I just say that? That's so awkward and I feel so uncomfortable. Everybody's awkward at times. It's no big deal. And chances are the person that you're conversating with didn't notice or doesn't care. They may notice you may be nervous. Maybe that's why you just said something really weird. They may notice that and not hold it against you. They're not going to think about that at night like you are, stressing on it. They're not going to be like, wow, that was really awkward. Why did they say that? They're not going to think about it. 2 seconds later, it's out of their head. It should be out of yours. Just let all those little things go. It's okay. You're only human, ultimately. And, also with the little things, if you are on a diet or something, or you fall off the bandwagon, I don't know, just let it go. Tomorrow is a new day to start fresh. So just focus on that. If you have a few extra cookies than you probably need, who cares? They're just cookies and life is short anyways. So those little things, do not beat yourself up over them. It's just gonna make you feel like a bad person, and that is the opposite of what we're aiming for here. So focus on the good things. Now all these things lead up to feeling overall happy. You may notice that I am typically happy in my videos. I didn't used to be. It's been a process, and always keep that in mind. It's definitely a journey, and it's things you have to apply every day. Consciously, you're gonna have to apply these things because subconsciously you've been maybe hating yourself or putting yourself down without even realizing it. So you have to consciously make the effort to change your way of thinking about yourself. Know that you're a great person. You're an amazing person. You're beautiful. You should be confident of that. Even with flaws. Everybody has flaws. You see a perfect Victoria's Secret model, she's gonna have flaws, okay? Everybody does. And you know, that's okay. Maybe they're not external, they could be internal flaws too. You should feel just as beautiful on the inside as you feel on the outside. So you kind of have to get two versions of confidence going. But if you have issues with how you look, maybe focus on your internal qualities that you love, but also pick out things on the external that you love too. Do you have really pretty eyes? Are they a beautiful color? Do you love your hair? You know, maybe you have great lips or skin or something. So always focus on those good things. Try not to focus on the bad things, because eventually they'll either fade away with time or you'll grow to like them. One of the two. My teeth, I grew to like them. Probably won't ever get braces just because I'm lazy and they cost a lot of money and I don't think the world revolves around my teeth. So yeah. I really hope this helped you in some way think about building your own confidence. A lot of people out there are already confident. I want you to focus on you and being the best you can be, and feeling the best that you can and being happy, because ultimately life's too short to spend on negative moments and negative things. You should always have a positive outlook, because you don't want these memories to be wasted on negative feelings. That's how I always look at it. I have so much time with myself, I don't want to regret by looking back and being like, wow, I spent so much time thinking about negative things, wasting all that possible time that could have been focused on a positive. So focus on the positives. That's the ultimate goal here. But I hope this was helpful for some of you. Let me know what other psychology videos you want me to do, what kind of topics. I am still going to be doing the death anxiety vlog. I just have to build up my notes for that, so that should be coming within a few weeks, I'm sure. But leave in the comments what else you want to hear from me. I could do how to be happy, things like that. Or even negative things, like negative subjects, mental disorders, depression, things like that. Just let me know what you want to hear from me down below, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.